Hello survivors, welcome to a brand new Death Must Die video. We're gonna hop straight into it. We are in a brand new update. We got a brand new character, a new what do we call them, gods I guess, and then a brand new area which we are busy playing with. So now each of the gods and goddesses did get new updates or upgrades or whatever the case may be, but we're going to be playing with a couple of them. As you can see, we get ourselves the expert black serpent. I really do like this as a class cast or spell. So Mort, daughter of death, we are going to be picking this blessing, and we are probably going to land up using Mort's attack, the auto attack enhancement, if you want to call it that. But yeah, so the new character is a druid. As you can see, I am in a panther form. Now, the very first time that you play on this character, you are not going to have that attack or this. You're not going to be able to shapeshift into anything. So you do need to unlock those mastery points from defeating the bosses or elites. I believe it's just bosses. The ones at like 7 minutes, 15 minutes, and then the final boss as well. And then you can go from there. This does... see, we can either go for time or we can go for this. I'm going to go with the shuriken, and the reason for it is my current build and items really work well with attack speed and strikes, so we're going to be running that. So we're going to have how many can we have? 4 strike skills, and we'll go from there. Also, the panther is more of an attack speed character, or shapeshift, and there is also other shapeshifts that the character gets, but they change the way that you play the character. So for this specific thing, we're going to be playing that. So we actually get Sickle of Mort as well as an expert. So we are going to grab that. We get a chance to gain blessings based just for Mort. As you can see, 146%. We're actually going to banish these because we're not going to really want anything specifically for a specific character. So we don't need to worry about Mort being the only thing that we get. Okay, let's see here. When you gain a level, heal. When you gain a level, gain attack damage. Or when you gain a level, gain 19 experience gain. We're going to go for the attack damage, of course. So every time we level up now, we gain extra attack damage. The character does use a new weapon as well, so we can't really go and take all your items off of another character and put them on them. You can use Skade's other equipment because it is medium armor, like Skadi. So you can use previous characters' equipment, except for the weapon. And I think the weapon is quite a big thing. It is claws, so do keep your eyes open for different claws. Along with that, they also did bring in tier 3 equipment. It only drops in this new area, the tier 3 equipment, and from the shop, obviously. But you're going to have an easier time finding the mythical or whatever unique equipment from this area. Not too difficult, but we do want to try and get more loot and increase the difficulty as well with the more that we play. So currently we're on the 10 difficulty, or 10 skulls, whatever you want to call it, as we have beaten the boss for this already, but I have not been able to pass it with the 10 difficulty just yet. I do have max skill tree. We'll go over it at the end of the video if you want to stick around for that. We could go for the summons over here. I do want to see what the other summons are. I know what the lightning gods is, but I want to see what the physical gods one is, because each character or each goddess now got a brand new summon as well. So like the earth goddess lands up getting terracotta soldiers, or she gets a golem that you can summon. So it's pretty cool that they get different summons now that you can use. Weird she has 2 summons, the earth goddess. I'm not actually sure why, or maybe each character has more than 1 summon. Let's just get rid of these chickens. Alright, Chains of War, it is a strike attack. Let's see, attacks become strong and apply to rupture. I'm looking for our attack. Let's just see if we can reroll and see it. Grappling hook's pretty funny. It is a new skill as well, but we're going to go with the shuriken. Grappling hook can bug out on this map with the first boss. It did happen to me. Maybe they already had people saying that it bugs out, but there's a chance that you can grapple hook the boss while because the boss also has a hook attack, which brings you into him. And if you hook him and he hooks you at the same time, it like bugs out and it can kick you out of the arena for the boss fight. And then you have to sit there waiting until he decides to hook you again. And he hooks you back into the arena. Or at least I was lucky enough to get hooked back into the arena. Maybe not everyone's is as lucky as me. Over here, we're going to go with the Sickle of Mort. Just try and get it as much as possible. We do have lightning, so I'm not sure why we're not seeing him more. We need chain lightning as well. We could go tornadoes, but I'm not such a fan of them. What I am hoping to get is with Crom, is to get the, or we can banish that. We're looking to get that you get more attack speed per enemy that is ruptured. So it's one of the only sources of attack speed that I have found recently, besides for getting like lucky attack speed shrines. But other than that, that's what we're looking for to get that juicy attack speed. Because things like Sickle of Mort, and then there's also other attacks that occur based on how many times you attack an enemy. And we want to try and get those to go as much as possible. Also, it works off of the weapons I've got, so I'll show you that as well at the end of the run. The items we have kind of fit this playstyle, so we want to use strike damage and attack speed and things like that. What I would suggest doing is, if you are, playing the update for brand new, or for, from the start, or whatever the case may be, we're going to banish this, devoting to Laogong. Split second attack. Your attacks become stronger and have a chance to trigger an additional attack. It's only 2% chance, so we'll rather go for the urgency. Yeah, so as I was saying, the one thing that you want to do is you want to start off on the first map and work your way up, get those passive tree points, and then use them where you can. Whenever you use a location, gain damage. Whenever you critically hit, gain damage. Whenever you heal, gain damage. Whenever you move, distance. So we'll do the distance one. It's only for 2 seconds, but I think we do... I don't actually know what 100 units is, or 100 meters in this game is, but I'm pretty sure that's like the most reliable option over there for me, especially when you're in your Panther Thor form. You do move quite a lot. Like now you can see just how far we jump when we actually use our dash. So the Druid, who is the character we have, her name is Leaf, has 3 different forms. I only use the Panther form, but of course there are different forms. Whenever you collect XP, get attack speed. I will take that. That's when you collect a certain amount of XP, you gain attack speed. But yeah, we are a strike, attack speed, attack damage build right now, and we're going to see if we can find items to work better with the bear form, which is the second form that you can play with, or there is an eagle dash form. It's kind of weird. I haven't really looked into it more, but that could be quite an interesting one to grab as well. But yeah, it doesn't really do much except for make you like, I don't know if it's invulnerable or if it has something to do with dash effects and a weird way to play by dashing a lot. But yeah, so that's the way that one works. It's got an eagle, a bear, or the panther. And the bear is more of a tanky, slow attack, AoE type-esque character, more of like a power user, I guess. Whereas the panther is attack speed and strike damage. So that's what we're working on. Let's see where we can go. The first boss is coming up. The first time I just went straight into this area. I was like, no, I didn't get any of her skill points yet. I didn't do anything. It was just booted up the game, unlocked the character, and went straight into the new area. I was like, it can't be that hard. And I was like, but they got rid of those buffs that you get on the characters. They got rid of the other stuff that you can find. Like how you had a Scuddy could gain more XP over time, or luck over time every so many levels. I think they removed that from the game. I don't know what you called it. I guess they were just typings or different ways. But yeah, when you went to the campfire, I'll show you where you go and pick your character. You used to be able to pick like a subclass, and those subclasses used to give you additional benefits. I think they've removed them from the game. Let's see. Let's just go and use an alteration here. I guess we did want to go deadly attack. Who was our other? Rupture might be good as well. This might be better. We do have Chains of War now as well, which is really good. This ruptures enemies as well. Let's go Chains of War. For now, our attack doesn't matter if it's any stronger. I mean, we will get there eventually. Not too worried about it. So here we go, the first boss, the Frog King. Quite a weird one. We got quite a lot of evasion rating and lifesteal somewhere in from something. So we're not really too worried about taking damage from him. As you can see, we can actually just stand still and wail on him. We actually regenerate our life faster than he can damage us. Not a lot of damage being done to him from us, unfortunately. Oh, there we go, we're back in panther form, so now we'll deal more damage. Slowly but surely rupturing the boss. Maybe I should have taken that rupture damage on hit. But yeah, he hasn't used his tongue attack. That's kind of weird. But yeah, get some new items there. We'll take a look at those a bit later. Maybe there'll be something new, but that's not what's important for today. Okay, Black Serpent still. That does curse enemies. Pick up the magnet as well. And let's go see if we can find some decent shrines. Yep, that was a pretty decent shrine. Minus luck. Works perfectly fine. Totally what we were looking for. Not. So I have been using Time a lot. Time actually got a really fun summon to play with, which I would recommend finding and using. It creates a clone of your character, and it deals a whack ton of damage, especially if your character is really strong. So that's a really, really strong little summon, really fun to do, and it actually has, not like a taunt, but the enemies do actually go for the summon as well. So it does let you be a little bit more safe. Over here we're going to go for the luck. The reason we go for the luck is because we are playing strike skills and the percentage does get increased based on how much luck you have. So we do want to increase that luck. I think we're in a good spot. If we can at least make it to the end boss for you guys to see the boss and what they look like, that would be great. If we don't make it there, then that's a bit of a problem. Let's go alteration. We do get the expert attack, so we will take that now. And then we'll see if we can get the expert summon as well, and we'll go for that. And then hopefully we'll finally see, I guess I can try reroll once and see what happens. Because we do need that attack speed on Rupture. Damage versus skeletons. I don't know if those guys are skeletons, I guess, or maybe they're ghouls. Not sure if the game considers them. They must consider them skeletons. Why would you get damage versus skeletons in an area where you don't fight skeletons, right? Okay, tornadoes. We could do tornadoes, but we're not going to do that. We're going to use an alteration. Over here, we're going to reroll once and hope we get what we're looking for. We never. So we'll just increase our base damage. Sounds good, since we are auto-attacking most out of everything else. And the sickle from Mort is based off of your attack damage as well, so that's going to do more damage. Okay, life regen per mouse enclave clicked on. I think that's the first one we found. We get 6% heals. Try and find as many of those mouse enclaves as possible. You can get other stats from it as well, not just life regen. Black Serpent. I could have banished those other skills, I guess. That would help. Maybe I will do that, because we don't need them. $200 gold. I have plenty of gold, so that doesn't really change anything for us. One more reroll over there. And let's see. Okay, so a lot of fate got changed as well. So they added infusions into the game. So as you can see, we can lose a strike slot, and it's going to upgrade these. So they deal a larger percentage of damage. They're going to get a 8% increase to the damage that they do. Shurikens deal more damage, and when you are below a certain life threshold, so that's actually trash for us. Or the Walls of Chain deal more damage to elites and bosses. So that could be really good. I don't think we need another strike slot, so we can actually take this. 45% damage to elites and to bosses with the chain attack is going to come in handy. So we'll take that. As you can see, it does pop off if we are attacking a lot as well. So now we just need to find ourselves a lot more luck so that we can do this a whole lot more. And then obviously the higher the level of the sickle, the less attacks it's going to take to activate it as well. So as you can see, we didn't get it over here. We can get the ravens. It's not really what we're looking for. There's ravens or necromancy. An aura damages enemies around you. If they hit you while in the aura, they become afraid. That's actually pretty nice, pretty good and defensive over there. So we are going to grab that. And right now we need to heal up because these guys hurt. There we go. We got all of our life back. I don't even know how we're getting our life back. Something that I have in equipment or something is giving me all this HP. Oh, do you know what it is? It's probably from the skill tree. We'll take a look at that again at the end of the video. Okay, we get a magnet over here. I did have it that the magnet got bugged the one time. For some reason, it just didn't. Here's one of the new summons, a lightning link. So lightning link fights alongside of you. We've also got Thunderstruck, which I believe is new. After dashing, there's a chance to gain a status that gives you increased attack chance triggers on your next attack. So there's a chance to have all your strike skills that aren't activated, or at least one of them. And then we've got the links. So let's take the links just because it's a bit of damage, for free. What is this? Whenever you gain a level, convert 100% of cast damage to attack damage. 100% whenever you gain a level, 100% of your attack damage to strike damage. That is massive. I'm going to take that Oath of Magic. So now we just leveled up, which means our strike damage is much stronger. But these guys are tanky. This is why I wanted to play Crom, because he's got the you deal more damage to barriered enemies. So that's why we're playing Crom. But we haven't found that upgrade, and we haven't found the level 1 either. Over here, your fear is upgraded. It deals more damage. We're just going to take flat damage over there. I don't want to lose power slots if not necessary. And we just leveled up, so our strike skills are doing more damage. Pick up a Belt of Vigor. We are a Panther now. And we are about just over halfway, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, we got another Sickle of Mort. We didn't get the upgrade to the strike, so we still have to do, I think it was 4 hits. Every 4 hits, and it's going to proc, yep. So every 4 attacks, the Sickles come out, which is actually pretty good. I think it started off on 6. And you can see, oh, there is an enemy in this level that charms your enemies. So it's kind of weird. You can actually have your summons attack you, so you do be careful with them as well. I haven't seen the enemies yet, or maybe they just lose their life way too quickly. Here's War Pact, which is what it is. Damage against or versus barriers and bosses. That's what we were looking for. And then we're just looking for the attack speed per raptured target as well, which I still have not seemed to have found. Maybe I should have taken the Crom has more chance of showing up. Ah, there we go. We finally get a Bloodlust. Now we gain attack speed based on, the ruptured targets around us. Alright, every 20 seconds become poisoned and weakened. Every 20 seconds then gain 5 strike critical chance. I don't really want to become weakened or poisoned, so we're just going to gain the XP instead. I mean, that's probably really good, but I don't know. I feel like I already have weakened on my character. So you'll notice above the heads of enemies, you'll see the weakened skill, or you know, the weakened thing on them, the debuff, or at least if they don't die too quickly. Maybe on the boss, there you go, you can see it on that guy. So in the skill tree, we actually have a 100% chance to weaken enemies on hit, so we don't have to worry about that one goddess that applies weakness either.
A world without...
Alright, another sickle goes down to 3 attacks with 44% of our attack damage. That's amazing. And now we've got the boss. Now, the first time I ever fought this boss, I actually thought this was the final boss, because this is actually quite a hard boss fight. This wasn't easy the first time I ever got you at all. So do keep that in mind. This boss, although now it looks really, really easy, yeah, the first time that we fought this boss, it was actually really, really difficult. Okay, we evaded that attack. And there we go. Now you're not seeing those essences that you can pick up from the bosses, because we've already got a full skill tree on this character. So yeah. Oh man, there was a new god and I forgot to show him to you. Oh well, that will just have to be for another video. Today we're showing you the brand new area. Totally forgot to show you guys the new the new god. Okay, these guys dash around way too much. Stunning them would be very good for you. There we go. We got our fear again. Increase the area and the damage per second, but Sickle of Mort is now level 10. I think that does mean that it is its max level, and I think 10 is the max level. Could be 20. I have not played this game in forever, ladies and gentlemen, so do forgive me if I get a couple of things wrong. It's increased movement speed. If we could just attack these guys more, that'd be great. There we go. We finally got auto attacks on them. The one thing that doesn't happen sometimes is you don't attack the unit that you want your character to be attacking. So I do use the auto attack feature, but sometimes you do want to use manual attack. I know that other games like Soulstone Survivors, Nordic Ashes, if you want to use a manual attack, you just hold down like your left click or right click at the same time. But I don't think I've seen it in this game, or I don't actually know if you can or can't do that. Grappling hook, I mean, it's pretty cool. There's a chance to grapple enemies that are trying to attack you, and it pulls them to you. It is a power move, but we're just going to grab the attack damage, rather the flat base attack damage. Again, it's going to make the Sickles of Mort do more damage, so it just makes sense to level that up instead. Increase our luck. I need like flat luck, not over time. I don't know what that is. Damage against bosses, because we're going to go fight against the boss very soon. Quite a eerie map. Like, it's very dark compared to the other two, although the first map was very dark as well. Okay, gain a level, gain attack damage. Sorry, every time you level up, gain attack damage. That's a better way of saying it, rather. We are very low life, so we're actually going to... We're not going to do that. Okay, we'll increase our damage. Ooh, no. Okay, we lost our life there, unfortunately. You got to see 2 of the bosses, that's fine. That is the difficulty 10. If it wasn't on that difficulty, we probably would have won. Let's go take a look at the skill tree while we're at it. And then we'll see, you know, for future, at least you'll be able to be like, hey, there's this as well. There are the achievements for the character, like using your bear form, using your panther form, defeat the shadow self as Leaf. That's, I spoke about that while we were playing. Win an attempt without using Mort, Vampirism. Win an attempt without using any locations. Defeat 50 tree folk. I don't know what that is. And then win with 3 dash blessings. So the dash blessings requires you to use alteration and or something else. Also, I don't know why something got unequipped over here. That got unequipped somehow, so that's probably why we weren't as strong. So that's supposed to be 36 out of 36. As you can see, we got our panther form. We gain life, critical chance, attack damage, attack speed, dash distance and movement speed, and then we also gain attack and strike damage. We gain a chance to deal additional strike damage, so we gain quite a lot of strike damage over there. All your attacks have a permanent chance to weaken enemies. You can increase the damage against weakened enemies if you wanted, but I went down to the Beast Within, where we gain strike damage and strike area every second until your next attack. I don't use this as much though, but it does give us luck. It says maximum luck is 60%. I don't know if that's if you just stop attacking you get that. Maybe these points can go somewhere else for now, but yeah, it is what it is. We use Night Stalker, so whenever you dash through an enemy in panther form, you enter stealth. When in stealth, you're invisible to enemies but move slower. Your next attack is guaranteed crit, which is really cool. While in form, your prime luck, damage, critical chance, cooldown reduction, area bonuses are increased by 25%. We get a strike chance to heal you for a percentage of your maximum health, so that's why we heal so much. And then we've got, while in form, your strike damage is increased, and then also 4 alterations extra. So I did mention you get the bear, which is this over here. You can see it reduces your attack speed by 85%, but you get a lot more area of effect as well as a lot more damage and health. And then the bear has it's a whole lot, like a whole different skill tree and things like that. Whenever you kill an elite enemy, restore percentage of your maximum life and gain increased prime damage permanently. That could be really good as well. I think you can only have one of these as well, so there is that. Then there's also the eagle over here. So eagle form is your dashes transform you into an eagle. While in eagle form, you can't attack. You can't stop moving, your dashes don't affect your movement, and your dash cooldown and cooldown reduction are increased. So then you got things like this, so your eagle after cooldown is reduced and you have more dashes. So it's a whole dash build using the eagle form. And then with regards to equipment, I've actually got this. I want to try and use it mid like game if it lets me. I have to double check that, but you can't gain experience, so there's no way to level up. And you get 300 evasion and 300% luck, which is massive. So really good for the strike builds as well. And then they did introduce tier 3 equipment. So like we've got a weapon over here, which gives us the attack speed and the strike damage. And a whole bunch of other, I've got this one with attack speed as well. And what else do we have? We've got luck. And we've got some XP gain cooldown reduction. But yeah, so that's why we're playing with attack speed as well, because we've got the weapon as well as the mythic for the attack speed. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and are happy to play the brand new game. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.